It's an honor and privilege to welcome you to my channel. Under the section Virtue, Chapter 1, The Praise of God, Couplet 6, the poet talks about the five sense organs. The poet states that one who escapes the jaws of the five sense organs would have a very peaceful and a long, blissful life. When he says escapes, it only means to have it under control. The five sense engines are the ones that keeps one within the curtain of Maya. When one does not fall prey to the excesses of any one or more of one's sensory organs, then there is a chance of a blissful life, and this would in turn enable the person to perceive the Almighty in the long run. The five senses which the poet talks about here are touch, taste, smell, hearing, and sight. It is worthwhile to note that each of these senses are considered as engines by the poet. For our easy understanding, we could consider the five senses as the peripheral devices or hardware, which is controlled by the brain, which could be the central processing unit, which is executed by the mind. Here we could take it as operating system software. We could infer that the system would degrade and the longevity would decrease if we allocate the energy and resources to only one or more of these senses, which would lead to a very stressful and troubled life. When the mind is purely used only as a tool, then the systems would run optimally. But we could achieve this by reverse engineering the system and keeping the senses at bay. This would help us in the long run to help the mind to transcend and see it and use it as only a tool. It would be difficult to consider the mind only as a tool and use it as a tool without being transcended, because it is like being the tool and trying to control it. We can also infer that these five senses act as chains that lock us down and keep us in this state. So we should slowly but steadily try to break these chains and reach the Almighty.